Hey everybody, Pastor Dan here. It's Friday afternoon. Beautiful spring day here in Middletown, and I just want to give you a quick update on where we stand with the land purchase over on the west side of Middletown. We are finalizing the deal. We have basically completed our due diligence period and have found no problems with the land, no burial grounds, no archaeological artifacts as far as any of our studies can tell. The bank has given us a pre-approval or a commitment letter. So everything seems to be moving very smoothly. We just received um, our appraisal back today, and we were amazed to find out that the appraised land is almost to the dollar how much we're going to be paying. So that's really good for financing, and it is actually a little bit less, just like about $1,000 less. And the bank wrote us a letter saying they would go ahead and cover that amount anyway, and that they would help us finance the land. So everything's moving very smoothly. We just received some more money from Presbytery. And so, in addition to the grant of $35,000 that we received from the Gospel Growth Fund from some men in our presbytery who are part of that grant group, we received another $10,000 from the presbytery. And our presbytery has been very generous. And just listening to them discuss Stone's Throw this past Tuesday was awesome. In fact, after they approved it, I asked them if I could have the floor just for a minute to share with them that my only regret was that our elders weren't able to be there to see our presbytery at work, and that our congregation wasn't there to be able to see these men, many of whom you've never met, many who've never been to Stone's Throw, just excited about what God is doing at Stone's Throw. So we've been given an additional $45,000. We're going to update you this week as to where we stand down to the dollar, where our projections are. And so what we're asking is that everybody continue to give generously. You've done a very good job at doing that. And to help us get ready for closing, we need to raise about $525,000, a little bit less than that now that the appraisals are done and everything, but not much less, before we close sometime between June 30th and the first or second week of July. So we're just waiting on a closing date at this point. In other news surrounding the land, Scott and I were able to attend the Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce lunch this past week on Tuesday, or I'm sorry, on Wednesday, and our mayor was there, and he basically informed the several hundred merchants who were there and banks and different various people representing various companies in Middletown and Destin Townsend that Regal Cinema is indeed moving in. We believe they settled on their land this past week, which is right next door to us. A 9-theater movie complex is moving in. He also mentioned that Best Buy, a new department store, Belk's, Brazilian Steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse, and a Staples office center, and a whole bunch of other things are moving in to where we are, as well as Amazon. Amazon has been approved to expand as well. So it's just Middletown's booming, guys, and we as are just blessed as a church to be in the middle of all of that. I mean, it's basically a vision coming true. We moved down here wanting to be a big presence in a big growing community, and we want to make a big impact here and around the world. I believe God is giving us the opportunity to do that. So this is not about a building, although that's what's on the agenda right now. It's not even about land, although that's what's on the agenda right now. It's about the gospel going forth. And so I want to encourage you as the pastor, Stone's Throw, just to keep on doing what you're doing. For those of you who haven't gotten on board yet, or who haven't made commitments yet, and you're a part of the church, want to make sure that you're a part of this too as well. We all want to have a hand in what's going on and just be on board with what God's doing. So be in prayer. I know I ask you to do that every single time I have a video update or anytime we make an announcement about this, but we really want to be a church that's praying. So be in prayer before the Lord. Ask the Lord to give the building committee and the land team wisdom, and that God would just continue to do what he's doing. So we're looking forward to this Sunday. I'll be preaching from Galatians again, and I'm really looking forward to the passage that we're in this week in Galatians chapter 4. We're moving right along, and we're moving into the summer months. So we know a lot of you are going to be winding down with school, winding up with vacations. But in the meantime, want to make sure that that we as a church are moving forward together, and that you guys are all kept in the loop as to what's going on. So if you have any questions, as normal, talk to me, talk to Scott, our other pastor here on staff, talk to Pat or Stu, both of our elders, or talk to Paul Palmer. These are the men who pretty much have all the details right now. So it's coming. If you can believe it, we're about to make a $1 million purchase as a church, and God is doing something special. So I'm praying for you guys. I love you guys, and I'll plan on seeing you this Sunday at Stone Throw Church. See you. God bless.